Hi, today's Tuesday. It's May 8th. It's 2012. And today I'd like to review a new student testimonial. Now, this is a testimonial from a student that had signed up and started using the ebook and video course that you get in the Learn Forex Trading in 30 Days. And he started last week. And I want to quickly read to you, this is on the website, the Learn Forex Trading in 30 Days website, his testimonial. Quickly, I'd like to read it to you. It reads, I would like to thank you for your ebook and the time you took to answer my questions. I bought your ebook about a week ago and I read it all the way through before trying to apply any of the strategies to my live account. I decided on using the HL30 since you say it's the easiest one to learn. Great job, by the way, in teaching it. Your instructions were very easy to follow and the videos really helped me. I appreciate that. I work really hard at trying to make my videos really easy to follow and trying to really project what it is that I am trying to share with my students. He goes on and continues, I then watched your weekly analysis video for the members on Sunday evening, and as much as I wanted to sell the Euro USD right away when the market opened, I decided to follow your instructions and wait for a bounce up, and then I looked to sell the Euro USD at resistance, just like you suggested. I am so glad I followed your instructions in the weekly analysis video. I would have certainly been stopped out on the pullback on Monday. Instead, I did what you instructed and I used the HL30 trade to sell the Euro USD and a few others. These are the results for my trades on May 8th, 2012. Euro USD, he sold using the HL30 and both targets were hit. He made 20 pips on the first target and another 20 pips to the second target, and the total cash result for him was $600. He trades standard lots. Then he sold the pound dollar using the same technique, the HL30, and both targets were hit. He made 20 pips on the first target and 20 pips to the second target. Now, that's a total of 40 pips. You might see that there. And the reason he posts a cash result of 600 pips or $600 is that when you trade the HL30, I recommend using two lots. And you close the first lot at the first target, which is 20 pips. That's approximately $200. And then you close the second lot at the additional 20 pips, which is really effectively a total of 40 pips because of where you get into the trade. Now I'll show you that in just a moment on the chart. So effectively on the second lot you're earning 40 pips and you're earning 20 pips on the first lot. So the equivalent is 60 pips or $600. And then he did the same thing with the Australian dollar. He sold using the HL30, but in that case only the first target was hit. And then he did the same technique, the HL30, and he sold the Euro Yen, and he did the same thing on the Pound Yen, and on both of those so far, he's at the time he wrote this email to me and sent it to me, he had already hit the first target, which is 40 pips. Now when we use the HL30 technique on the Euro dollar or the Pound dollar, I'm looking for a 40 pip target, not a 20 pip target. It's different because those two pair move different. They move much further than the Euro dollar or the Pound dollar does. So we're looking for a 40 pip first target and then another 40 pip second target. And effectively, the result on that would be obviously similar to what you see here, 80 pips on the second lot and then 40 pips on the first lot for 120. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. So at the time he was writing this email to me, he was already up $2,200. I have to say that this has been the most fun I've had trading prior to finding you. I have always been a nervous wreck when I trade. I really like not only the simplicity in the way you explain your trading methods, but that each one of your trades has built-in protection. If the two remaining open trades that I have now do not hit their final targets, I still end up with the money I've made right now at this moment, which was $2,200, $2,200. And if both do hit their targets, he will make another $1,600. I really appreciate your dedication to your students, and I hope you continue your great work as a mentor. So let's go ahead and review some of the trades that Gary was talking about today. Right now what we're looking at is the Pound dollar. This is the 30-minute chart. This is the HL30 technique. Here is the entry. The entry is on the close of that candle. There's that 10 pip range. The entry is on the close of that candle at 93. The first target is 73. We close our first lot at 73. That's approximately 20 pips. And then we set that last open remaining lot at a break-even stop, which means if price comes all the way back up here to just about the entry point of 93, then we would close that lot, but we would protect the profits that we made on the first lot. Well, price only went as high as 82 here. So it didn't stop anybody out that was using this technique. And then price continued down to the second target here at 53. So you'll notice that from the entry of 93 all the way to the target, the last target here of 53, that's approximately 40 pips. So that second lot earns 40 pips here because it's allowed to continue to run all the way down here to that second target. That's 40 pips, but then you pick up 20 pips on the first lot to the first target. That's a total of approximately 60 pips. That's where Gary ended up with the result, cash result of $600 on this trade alone. Let's go to the euro dollar and see how the euro dollar worked out. Euro dollar did the exact same thing. Here's that entry right on the close of that candle. The close was 56. The first target's 36. And then again, we set that second open lot at a break-even stop. So it's either going to come back up to where we got in, which it did not, or continue down to the second target, which it did. Again, from the entry to the final target there is 40 pips on the second lot, and then 20 pips on the first lot for a total of 60 pips or $600. And then he did the same thing on the Australian pair. Let's open up the Australian dollar pair. But this one was a little bit different. Here was his entry, and here he hit his first target, but then price came back up and stopped him out within 1 pip. Now occasionally that will happen, and I can't control it. None of us can really control it. And as I said, I really recommend sticking to exactly what the rules state, which is if it comes back up to your break-even stop, just close it. Sometimes it'll do this where it'll go up just 1 more pip, and that's it, and then it'll drop. That doesn't happen very often. And then I'll show you what he did with the pound yen. The pound yen is a trade that he currently still has open. As a matter of fact, I took these trades as well, and I still have my trades open. Now here is the entry right there on that candle. Now you notice this one had a little bit more of a pullback, but we're using a 40 pip first target and a 40 pip stop loss on this pair. Remember, the pound yen moves further. We're looking for a bigger profit target, but we have to adjust and also use a bigger stop loss. So it's a 1-for-1 for the most part, or a 2-for-1 if it hits its final target. So here's our entry at 35, and our stop is at 75. Well, you'll notice the stop really never came into place here. It didn't even go beyond 60, so that was okay. We were safe here. So the entry, again 35, the first target is 95, and this is when price hits that first target. So it took a few hours. Here's where it hits its first target, and it came really close to hitting that second target. So what Gary's doing and what I'm doing and all of the other students that are taking this HL30, we're holding on to the second position. We've already closed our first lot at the first target, earning 40 pips, which is approximately $400 if you're trading standards. And so far price has not come back up here to the entry or close to the entry of 35. If price comes up to about 33, 34, right around there, depending on your spread, or 30, depending if you've got a wider spread with your broker, then you would probably be stopped out at that break-even stop. So the second lot will close at the break-even stop, resulting in 0, but we still earn the profits and lock in and keep the profits from the entry to the first target. So we really don't lose anything if it comes back up to 30 or even 32, right around there. But if price comes back down and hits 55, we will earn an extra 40 pips on that trade. Again, in this case, think about that. From the entry here to the final target is 80 pips. We would earn 80 pips on the second lot, which was approximately $800. And we've already earned 40 pips or $400 on the first target on the first lot. So this trade could result in, if you're just using 2 lots, a total of 1,200 points or $1,200. Now the same thing happened here on the euro yen. Same thing happened. Here's our entry point, and here's our first target, 82, and here's our second target, 42. It hasn't hit the second target yet. It's only gone down as low as 52. So we've already locked in and banked 40 pips on this trade, or the equivalent of $400 if you're trading standards. I hope you had a really good trading day today.